In a bustling city, Alia Khan, a renowned architect, had built a reputation for turning dreams into breathtaking reality. Her designs were created for their blend of modern innovation and timeless elegance. One day, she received an intriguing offer. A mysterious billionaire, Mr. Zayan Malik, wanted her to design his dream mansion. Zayan requested something extraordinary, a mansion that reflected his love for art, nature, and innovation. His only condition: the mansion had to be finished in 1 year, a tight deadline for a project of such magnitude. Alia accepted the challenge and started the project by visiting the vast plot of land, a serene hillside overlooking a shimmering lake. She felt inspired by the natural beauty and decided the mansion would embrace its surroundings rather than overpower them. As she walked through the property, Alia envisioned a sprawling mansion with glass walls to bring the outdoors inside, a green rooftop garden with a winding path and hidden seating areas, a spiral staircase wrapped around a cascading indoor waterfall, an infinity pool that seemed to merge with the lake below, and an underground art gallery illuminated with natural light through strategically placed skylights. Alia worked tirelessly with her team, poring over every detail from sustainable materials to cutting-edge technology for a smart home experience. The mansion was to have voice-activated systems, monitor sensor lighting, and even a robotic chef in the kitchen. However, the journey wasn't smooth. Midway through construction, heavy rains caused delays, and some materials were unavailable due to supply chain disruptions. Zayan grew anxious about meeting the deadline, but Alia reassured him, saying, "Greatness is never rushed, but I'll make sure your dream doesn't wait forever." With the help of her dedicated team and creative problem solving, Alia found local alternatives for materials and adjusted the design slightly through compromising its essence. She spent countless hours on site ensuring that every detail was perfect. As the mansion began to take shape, Alia's passion and dedication to the project became evident. She was driven by a desire to create something truly special, something that would exceed Zayan's expectations and leaving a lasting impact on the architectural world. Finally, on a crisp autumn evening, exactly 1 year later, the mansion was ready. Zayan stood at the edge of the infinity pool, gazing at the breathtaking view. The mansion was everything he had dreamed of and more, a masterpiece that seamlessly blended luxury with nature. Alia handed him a small plaque engraved with the words, "A dream imagined, a dream fulfilled." Touched, Zayan thanked her, saying, "This isn't just a house, it's a legacy." The mansion soon became the talk of the architectural world, earning Alia accolades and cementing her place as a visionary architect. But for her, the true reward was the joy of seeing someone's dream come to life. As Alia looked out at the mansion, she felt a sense of pride and accomplishment. She had taken a risk by accepting the challenge, but it had paid off in the most spectacular way. She knew that this project would be a defining moment in her career, one that would showcase her skills and creativity to the world. In the heart of a vast desert where the scorching sun dipped into the dunes, an ancient treasure lay hidden. They called it the Sands of Eternity, a fabled prize rumored to grant unimaginable power to those who dared to seek it. A group of adventurers, each with their own secrets and motivations, gathered around a mysterious map. The map, worn and torn, seemed to point to the treasure's location, but the desert was so ordinary landscape, it shifted, tested, and revealed secrets about the adventurers' darkest truths. As they embarked on their journey, the group encountered mind-bending challenges. The desert's ever-changing dunes seemed to lead them astray, and the blistering sun beat down on them relentlessly, but they pressed on, driven by their desire for the treasure. However, the journey was not just about overcoming physical obstacles. The desert also tested their resolve, their trust in each other, and their own sense of identity. As they navigated the treacherous terrain, they began to realize that the treasure was not just a prize but a mirror reflecting their own darkest fears and desires. One of the adventurers, a young woman named Eva, began to experience strange visions. She saw glimpses of an ancient civilization, one that had possessed knowledge and power beyond her wildest imagination. But she also saw hints of a darker truth, one that threatened to destroy the group from within. As they neared the treasure, the group encountered impossible choices. Should they trust each other or strike out alone? Should they risk everything for the treasure or turn back and abandon their quest? The desert, it seemed, was not just a physical landscape but a moral one as well. Finally, after days of travel, the group reached the treasure, but to their surprise, it was not what they had expected. The sands of eternity was not a chest overflowing with gold and jewels, but a sentient being, one that possessed ancient wisdom and power. The treasure spoke to them in a voice that echoed in their minds. "Why have you come for me?" it asked. "Is it for power, for wealth, or for something more?" The group was taken aback, unsure of how to respond. Eva, however, spoke up. "We came for the treasure," she said, "but we found ourselves, our strengths and weaknesses, and our own sense of purpose." The treasure regarded her for a moment, then nodded. "You have passed the test," it said. "You have shown that you are not just seekers of power, but seekers of truth. Take me and use my power to build a better world." And with that, the group claimed the treasure, but not in the way they had expected. They realized that the true treasure was not the power or the wealth, but the journey itself, the lessons they had learned, and the bonds they had formed. As they stood there, surrounded by the endless dunes, they knew that their lives would never be the same again. The desert, it seemed, had shifted once more, revealing a new landscape, one of hope, redemption, and possibility. And the group, forever changed by their journey, walked off into the sunset, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Ralph always loved the water. Growing up by the coast, he would spend every free moment diving into the waves, racing the tide and feeling the rush of the sea against his skin. What started as fun soon became his passion, swimming. He dreamed of conquering new waters and pushing his limits. One summer, his dream took shape. Ralph joined a group of swimming enthusiasts on a tour to remote islands, each with crystal clear waters and unique challenges. At the first stop, Ralph discovered open water sprinting. The rush of racing through unpredictable waves thrilled him. He would spend hours training, battling currents, and perfecting his speed. But the tour wasn't just about competition. On the island, Ralph met a seasoned swimmer who shared advanced techniques. Swim with the waves, not against them, the mentor advised. Ralph practiced tirelessly, redefining his strokes and building his endurance. As the group moved from island to island, Ralph's skills grew sharper. His speed caught the attention of a renowned swimming coach who invited him to train for the Global Swimming Championships. It was a chance of a lifetime. Training was brutal. Early mornings, grueling drills, and constant feedback. Ralph pushed himself into the limit. Driven by the dream of representing his newfound passion on the global stage, he also connected with other swimmers at the camp, learning new strategies and finding inspiration in their shared dedication. Finally, the day arrived. The championship was unlike anything Ralph had seen. A massive stadium, roaring crowds, and the best swimmers from around the world. He stood at the edge of the starting line, heart pounding. When the whistle blew, Raf dived in, cutting through the water like a bullet. The waves were fierce, but he remembered his training swim with the rhythm of the sea. As he neared the finish line, his speed surged and he crossed second, earning a silver medal. The crowd erupted in applause, but for Raf, the medal was only part of the victory. The journey from island swims to global competition had transformed him. He returned home as a hero, inspiring his community to embrace swimming and chase their dreams. As Raf gazed at the horizon, he smiled. The adventure wasn't over. The sea had endless possibilities and he was ready to explore every one of them.